So hello everyone, I'm Tofu, welcome back to ArcEnCiel, my rainbow themed island, and today we're going to be doing a villager hunt proper. But first of all, we've got to run off to our campsite and do the big reveal as to who our smug villager is. So, let's make our way over there, shall we? So honestly, I have no idea as to which my preference would be for the smugs. Obviously, there are a few fantastic smug villagers out there. But yeah, I'm kind of expecting disappointment, and then hopefully we'll rectify that on our villager hunt. But who do we think we're going to get? 3, 2, 1. Right, big reveal. Let's go. Someone good? Okay, it's Phil. Interesting, I've never had Phil before. And obviously he fulfills our blue villager, I guess, for now. Interesting. Okay, that certainly could have been a lot worse though. He's not like the best by, like, I guess smug standards, but yeah, he's probably higher up on that list. So obviously we've got Phil in boxes. It's going to be pretty interesting room by the looks of it. But anyway, let's run over to Nook and obviously get a new plot down so we can do the villager hunt proper. Okay, so here we are on the very first island, but obviously we need to find out which colour villager we will be hunting for today. So let's just go over to our colour wheel roulette and spin and see which lucky colour it is. So I've got every colour available except for white, yellow and purple, which we managed to spin last time. And it looks like our winning colour is orange. Fabulous. Okay, so it looks like we'll be hunting for a orange villager today. So, with that being the case, I think Drift the Frog or Maggie the Pig would be the best villagers, but honestly, just any villager as long as they're orange. And to start off, we have Bangle, the brown tiger. Obviously, I've had Bangle before on Tanglewood, my jungle island, and I do kind of like her. Probably my favourite tiger out of them all. But, yeah, we have Bianca on this new Rainbow Island, so maybe my opinion will change, but we'll see. Anyway, obviously, on to the next island. To be honest, I'm trying to think of any other villager that's actually mostly orange. Obviously, there'll be Tangy, which would be an amazing find, but yeah, I kind of would like a different cat that I've not had before. Or, failing that, Rudy, because obviously he's my boy, I love him. And here we have Gabby? Or Pippi? Which one are you? You're Pippi, okay. Well, I wasn't confident, and then the fact that they were in the winter clothing really didn't help. But yeah, Pippi's okay. Obviously not someone we're after today, so I will be running away. But our first Anticipation Mountain obviously brought the okay Pippi. Hopefully we'll find someone better on the next one, but yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I guess off the top of my head I could also think of Bettina, Brofina and Biscuit being orange as well. Speaking of orange, that's not someone orange, that's Lionel, and I don't really like him. Weird toilet boy. Moving on. Oh, you may have noticed just before I run off to the next island that I have had a little bit of a makeover. So I thought, as it's a rainbow island, obviously I'll give myself this lovely rainbow sweater, and then I drew on some eyebrows onto my face, because yeah, it looks a little bit strange that I don't have eyebrows, especially with this haircut. It makes it look like I've got a massive amount of forehead. But anyway, moving on. So I don't know if I've addressed it yet, but I do actually have 60 tickets on me, so hopefully I can find a orange villager. Oh, there's the lovely Eric. Look at him. Just suits the snowy island just down to a T, doesn't he? What a beautiful boy. But obviously he was a member of Gaol-town, our crime island. He was the smuggler boy, so yeah, I won't talk to him just because, you know, can we trust him? Who knows? So I guess I'm going to use quite a broad use of orange, being the villager. Just because if we get to the point where we're looking, you know, close to using 60 tickets, then just anyone who's remotely orange-ish will work. If we happen to go all 60 tickets, then I'll just autofill. Speaking of orange, here is Olaf. And whilst he works for the orange, I think, in my opinion anyway, I really don't want him. It might be that I have to take him later if he comes up, you know, as a dupe towards the end of the 60 tickets. But if I can find Drift or Maggie or Tangy, to be honest, I think any of the orange villagers that I've mentioned previously, I think they would all just be better than him. So let's run away for now and hope to find someone better. So, did everyone have a good New Year's? Hopefully you didn't get too intoxicated and do anything crazy. I had my birthday, so you may have seen my my post saying it was my birthday on New Year's. By the way, thank you to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. But yeah, I just had a nice family meal and went to go see all my family, and yeah, nothing too crazy. Speaking of not too crazy, here is Ava, and probably my favourite chicken out of all of them, but not really someone we're after. But yeah, it's the weekend after New Year's, and so today has just been a complete strip of all the Christmas decorations and putting everything away. So we actually have our living room back, which is kind of nice. Also, do you guys make resolutions each year, or do you not bother? And if you do, I guess, what is your resolution? I guess this year, much like last year, I've been telling myself that I'm going to try and eat a bit healthier. So maybe I'll actually try and do it this year as opposed to last year, which just kind of failed a bit. So, yeah. Anyway, this is Cheddar, and he's quite the adorable cheese boy. I know there are some people that don't like him, my wife, Mumsy included, but I think he's fine. I think he's pretty cute in his own way. If absolutely needs must, if he came up on like the 59th or 60th ticket, I may consider him to be quote-unquote orange. But I think that would be quite the desperate time, so obviously we're not taking him now, let's move on. I guess it's not the absolute worst if I have to take someone who doesn't quite fit the definition of orange. But, you know, obviously once we get to decorating the island proper, once we hit 3 stars and all that, then it will mean a little bit more to actually have the various coloured villagers living in the various coloured segments of my island. This is Coach, and he's a big strong boy, not someone we're looking for today unfortunately. And to be honest, I can't really see myself looking for him at any other time. I just don't think he would fit my islands. But you never know, maybe in the future. Maybe like Crime Island of Jailtown, like I'll look for various villagers that don't generally come up on my islands. It's also been an official month of Pocket Camp Complete being fully out, so have you guys been playing that and have you been enjoying it? To be honest, I wanted to get it and I just haven't. Obviously with December got crazy, with work being really busy because of Christmas. Obviously Christmas happened, and then me, Mumsy and the little one got ill, and I just haven't had the time. Let alone trying to edit the trivia video that I had, and then the videos of me and Mumsy after we got recovered from the illness, I should say. That was Victoria, by the way, and I didn't really acknowledge it. She's kind of cute, but yeah, moving on. But yeah, back on track as to what I was saying. I probably should buy the Pocket Camp Complete, just because it's currently like £8 or something, and it will soon jump up to like 20. But yeah, it's just a matter of finding time to play it. This is Sylvia, a purple kangaroo that I'm not particularly interested in. Not the worst kangaroo that's out there, I guess, but yeah, certainly not the best. So it probably doesn't help with the Pocket Complete that when I was getting into it, they then announced that they were going to be closing it down, so I kind of lost motivation at that point, and yeah, I didn't really get very far, so yeah, it doesn't really help. There is Tipper, and she's an okay looking cow, kind of cute in her own way, but not someone we're after, so we must move on. But yeah, plenty of people that obviously went on to Pocket Camp Complete had put loads of time and effort into just Pocket Camp Regular, and so it kind of motivates you to carry on, whereas I definitely hadn't put that much time in. And I've got plenty of other things that I could be doing on Animal Crossing, so I would like to move Eloise on from Utopia so that I can obviously search for a sheep, or Rudy, but obviously Eloise would be my first choice. And just to interrupt myself, there is Azalea. Cute looking rhino, very nice, but obviously we're not looking for any green villagers today, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, as far as this island's concerned, obviously we need to get several villagers and just build up the island so we can get 3-star and start designing. To be honest, I also need to do the entirety of the Happy Home Paradise DLC on my Utopia island, or that Switch, and yeah. Would you be interested if I did like a speed run of that, and so I just, you know, did loads of speed builds on the Happy Home Paradise and just showed everything all in one block? I guess if you would be interested, just let me know. Here is the very nice Pashmina. She's kind of orangey, isn't she? Or would you class her as, like, I guess, a brown? I'm not really sure. Again, I think she's one of those villagers that if she came up in the last few tickets, I probably would take her just so that I could avoid the autofill. But if we have to autofill, then that's what we'll do. Anyway, moving on for now, because obviously there's not been nearly enough tickets yet. I also should really be thinking about the next possible build on Utopia as well, and maybe building a little bit off camera just to try and get that closer to completion. And here we have the adorable Audie, and I love her so much. She's just great, isn't she? She's kind of orangey. Honestly, she's quite tempting. I have had her before. She was on my very first island of Skytree. And yeah, she is tempting. Obviously, the wolves are just fantastic. But I would like Drift or Maggie, like I said, someone who's a little bit different. So I'm just quickly scanning for a bottle. And against my best judgment, I guess I'm going to leave Audie behind. But I will definitely pick her up if she comes up again. But yeah, we would love to have Drift or Maggie, just like I said. Someone who's a little bit different. I can imagine there are plenty of people that are screaming into their iPhones or laptop monitors or whatever the fact that I didn't take Audie. But going from one cuteness that I've had to another one. We've got Roswell. He's my boy. Obviously he was on Tanglewood, my jungle island. He was my alien. And obviously Filbert was our alien conspiracy guy that always suspected that Roswell was an alien. But yeah, he never had the proof. But I love this boy. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah, he's probably up there as far as like my top 10 villagers, maybe even top 5. So for anyone that is wondering about my villagers who make up the top 5, I'm going to say Roswell does actually count in there. So it would be Roswell, Filbert, Lolly, Francine, and of course, Rudy, my boy. This is Celia. She's a very nice looking eagle and someone I've always wanted for one of my islands, and she just doesn't show up at the correct time. There's always someone slightly better that I'm after, and she generally shows up really early, and I can't justify then settling for her. And again, that's kind of the case. Obviously, she's not an orange villager, so we're not taking her this time. But yeah, it's a shame, but I will have her at some point, I swear. Okay, so Waterfall Island, who do we think we're going to find at the top? 3, 2, 1, bust out our ladder, and the big reveal. Let's go. Someone orange? No, but it is someone adorable. Let's go say hello to Eunice. Ah, what a beautiful girl. Obviously this is not Sheep Island, so we shan't be taking Eunice. But yeah, just gorgeous, gorgeous girl. It's a shame to leave her, but we must. Obviously, Orange Villager is our goal today. I'm failing to get my ladder. There we go. Fantastic. Remember guys, I am pro gamer. So we're almost 20 tickets in, and do we think I'm going to find an orange villager, or am I going to have to resort to the autofill? And here obviously we don't have a orange villager, we have a pink hippo in Bitty. So obviously we've had Bitty before on Crime Island, Gaol-town. And yeah, she's alright, she's one of the scheming villagers that obviously her and Biff then forced out Renee and that whole drama. But it resulted in Spike coming on the island, which was one of my top picks for that island, so it all worked out in the end, I suppose. So I do love, just due to the fact that obviously I've had a couple of islands on YouTube and everything's been recorded, that I have my own headcanon for various like villagers and characters and things. So obviously I've mentioned that Roswell is a alien, which kind of makes sense. Obviously he's got a UFO like alien motif. Then you've got Filbert is my alien conspiracy guy, and he's kind of completely crazy about all these conspiracies. You've got all the various characters that were on Gaol-town. So like Bitty was Biff's mum, and that they've then spread rumours about Renee, who's got her big brother Spike to come onto the island. And I mentioned Eric earlier, who is a various smuggler for whatever you need on that island. And then you had the other types like Raddle was our suspicious doctor type. Again, kind of makes sense because of his appearance. But yeah, I just love all these various different headcanons that I've got for all the different villagers. It does just make it a lot more fun in my opinion, and yeah, it gives a lot more character to various villagers, especially ones that I wouldn't really consider otherwise. And as a result, it just makes them a lot more memorable. So there's characters like Beardo, Marlowe that I just generally wouldn't consider having. And yeah, they're actually just, you know, I wouldn't say favourites, but definitely higher up in my opinion, ever since gaol-town happened. This is Hamfrey, and he's a kind of cool looking boy. Not orange, so we won't be taking him unfortunately, but yeah, he would have been a good villager to find otherwise. As far as like the headcanon and all the lore and things, obviously we don't really get that with Utopia and then ArcEnCiel, this Rainbow Island, just because in this island we're obviously looking for any villager of a particular colour, and on Utopia we're just looking for sheep. So there isn't any real lore to be made, is there? I guess the villager lore will just kind of develop naturally as the islands develop. So on Utopia I have made it so that Stella is the owner of a farm, and so that's kind of her lore. Ooh, hello, here's Soleil, and she is obviously quite a nice orange looking hamster. Ooh, much like Audie, she is very tempting, but unlike Audie, I've never had Soleil before, so... now I'm gonna have to just have another little bit of a think. Let's look for a bottle and then just consider. Again, do I desperately want Drift and Maggie? And there's the bottle, so that makes that very short. I guess I would prefer Drift or Maggie, so again, against my better judgment, I'm probably going to leave Soleil behind, but if she comes up again, I'll take her. Does that seem fair? So obviously now I've got two villagers that I've said would be really nice, and someone I would take if they come up again. Speaking of, here's someone that I would actually really love to have, but yeah, obviously not orange. It's the adorable and lovely Agnes. I've wanted Agnes for the longest time, and she just doesn't really come up just at the right time, or then yeah, it doesn't really fulfill the various roles of the islands, so she wouldn't fit on Crime Island. And yeah, obviously not a sheep, so wouldn't fit in on Utopia, and as we've just said, not orange, so not someone we're taking this time round, which is a shame. One day I'll have her. Okay, so who are we going to find this time? Someone good? It's Sprocket, another just villager of gaol-town. He was the owner of the junkyard and had his own little manufacturing plant in his home. Yeah, we're seeing all the crime types today, aren't we? Okay, someone new, someone good, someone orange, and not previously gaol-town resident. Oh, it's not a gaol-town resident, it's Greta. Not someone I've had before, and honestly I can't say that I particularly would like Greta. She's got a bit of a, I guess, grandma look to her, so would probably work for any kind of grandma or grandparent core, if that's a thing. But yeah, that's just not something I'm into. So moving on. Okay, someone better than Greta. Who are we going to find? Are they better than Greta? I guess that's questionable. Here is Benedict. He's quite a nice red. But yeah, I'm not really that into the chickens. I've already said that I think Ava is the best chicken out there. Brofina would obviously work because she's got quite the orangeness to her. But yeah, generally speaking, I'm not really that fussed about chickens. Still got quite a few tickets yet, but am I going to regret the decision to leave Audie and or Soleil behind? Ah, here we have the lovely Kitty. I do love this girl. She was on one of my non-recorded islands, Shimizu, and she had her home very close to the little Japanese shrine. I think she's not as loved as some of the other cats, which is a shame because actually I really like her. Just give Kitty more love, people. Okay, so this is a bit more of a different island than we usually get, but who are we going to find on this little cliff here? It's Pee-wee, isn't it? Let's go just have a closer look, and it is indeed Pee-wee. I'm not going to climb up there and talk to him. It's unfortunate for him. But there we go. Just a quick scan of the beach to see if there's a bottle. There isn't. I can't be bothered to look on the other side, so running away! Realistically, I should be looking for bottles, because it's obviously early game as far as this island's concerned, so I have, like, no DIY recipes whatsoever. But there we go. There we have Nox, and no thank you. But yeah, I should really get into the habit of trying to find more recipes, otherwise I would have to brave the treasure islands and try and find some there. And I'm not opposed to using treasure islands. To be honest, I have been using treasure islands for every island that I've recorded. It's just really easier doing it that way to get the various furniture items that you need for decorating. It's just that DIY recipes are something that pretty much everyone always needs, and then just finding the correct time to get onto an island that's not too busy generally means that I have to wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning, so somewhere between 5 and 7 AM, and if I generally sleep at 2 AM, that's obviously quite the ask. Anyway, this is Cyrano. He's kind of a cool guy, but not someone we're after, so let's move on. Okay, so if I've been counting correctly, this is my 30th ticket, and so I'll probably do a quick fire round of just 10 after this, and we see the adorable Fuchsia. I do like this girl. Not had her in New Horizons, but did have her on New Leaf, and she was pretty cool. She kind of oozes cool. Just look at her. Yeah, so cool. Anyway, I guess I'll do a quick fire round. Just go up to the villagers, say hello, and obviously say their name for anyone that is listening to this whilst playing themselves and not really looking at the screen. And then we'll obviously just hunt for them proper after that, and hopefully we'll find someone orange that we can take home. So quickfire round number 1, we have Deli. No we don't, we have Monty. Well, that's embarrassing. Next up we have the adorable and kawaii Gale. Cuteness. There we have T-Bone on the horizon, and no thank you. And here we have Frobert, so not the right frog we're looking for unfortunately. Our 5th quick round ticket we have Hopkins. Kind of adorable in his own way. And next up on Waterfall Island we have... Ooh, we have Rowan. Very nice looking orange tiger, but we already have Bianca, so I'm going to leave him behind. Might live to regret that decision, but here is Zoe, and yeah, I'm not really interested in Zoe, unfortunately for her. Next up we have Samson in the bamboo. Kind of blends in a little bit. Next up we have Norma the cow. Very adorable, but not orange. And our last quickfire round ticket is Sheldon. Kind of orange, but kind of orange-yellow squirrel, so I'm going to leave him. So we are back to the villager hunt proper again. So obviously didn't find anyone that I particularly wanted to take home. And there's Olaf. Is he our first dupe? Honestly, I don't remember saying anything about duplicate, so yeah, I think he might be our first dupe at like 41 tickets in. That's kind of crazy. But considering we're into our last 20 tickets, or 19 I should say now, really I should consider anyone that's orange, but I really don't want Olaf. Here is Apollo, very strong eagle type, but not someone we'll be after today, which is a shame, because he's just a cool guy, isn't he? Well, hopefully we can still find Drift, Maggie, or then have Audie or Soleil pop up. But yeah, I'm not really sure how this is going to go, so wish me luck. So naturally, the closer we get to 60 tickets, the more frantic and desperate I get. But hopefully we won't have to get that far. But here is Ricky, not someone I really want. I don't know, I don't like the one big angry eyebrow that he's got going on. There are some characters that I think the one eyebrow kind of works. Like, pretty sure Nate has one big eyebrow, and yeah, he's a cute looking boy. But it just doesn't really work for Ricky. Okay, someone good. Show me someone good. Well, I mean, it's a nice villager, it's just not the orange villager that we're after. It's Anacotti. I think she's kind of cute. But, yeah, can't take her. Okay, well, let's run away. It's a shame, because like I said, I think she's kind of cute in her own way. Still find it pretty amazing that we've only had the one dupe. Unless, of course, Yeah, that isn't the case and I'm just forgetting. But I'm sure you guys will let me know if I'm wrong in that aspect. Villager, we have Jacques, and no thank you. I don't want the stoner looking bird today. Right, Wilbur, take me away. I guess as we're into the last 15 tickets and we're into major settled territory, if Olaf has the audacity to shop again, I guess I will reluctantly take him. But this is Kyle and he's a cool boy. Really wish I could take him home, but we can't. But he is another resident, or past resident I should say, of Gaol-town, so plenty of them have showed up on this hunt. Let's put out his fire and run away. Come on, someone good. We've got another Money Rock Island. Who's they on the left? Oh, it's not someone orange, but it's my girl. It's my favies. It's Lolly, the adorable Lolly. Oh, why can't you be orange? I would love to take you home right now. Oh, goodbye sweetness. Next up we have Buzz, who is kind of orange. Why am I trying to get my watering can? Also, why am I not using my tool ring? Every time. Yeah, he's kind of orange. Would definitely be someone I've never had before. We are kind of in settled territory as well. What do I do? I'm just going to look around the beach while I just have a think to myself as to whether I should take Buzz or not. Do I settle with Buzz, or yeah, do I go for one of the ones I'm actually after? So feel free to call me stupid in the comments or whatever, but I left Buzz behind. Obviously this is settled territory, so really I should be looking to settle with anyone who's orange, but I am hoping, really hoping that I can find someone that I truly want. Eugene here is not someone I truly want. He's not even orange. So let's run away. And hopefully I can get lucky in the next 10, maybe 11 tickets. I don't actually know how many I've got left. How many tickets do I actually have left? I have 10. So this is ticket number 50. And here we have the adorable Sherb. Oh, I would like to take him home. He's adorable. But yeah, we can't. We've got to look for an orange villager in our last 10 tickets. So I really need you guys to just send me all your luck. Please. Oh no. I've had plenty of orange villagers as well. That's the kind of annoying thing, and I'd let them go in the hope that I find someone better. There is Groucho, I think. I'm not going to be bothered to go check, so I believe it's Groucho. But yeah, now we've got 9 tickets to hopefully find someone orange. Can I do it? Will I do it? Who knows? Maybe next time I do a hunt on this island, I'll give myself something like 3 passes, and then I have to take whoever I find next of that particular colour. Here is Freckles, and she's kind of cute in her own way. Not someone I've ever really considered, and it won't be starting now, unfortunately. I don't know, I've kind of got a love-hate thing with the ducks. Some of them look really nice, and some of them I'm not keen on. But anyway, like I said, not orange, so let's run away and hope for someone better next time. Okay, so I need someone orange, just even remotely orange-ish. Ooh, okay, we have someone orange. You know what? That'll do. Hello, Billy. You know what? I'll take it. You're better than Olaf. I think you've got more of an orangeness to you than Buzz does. So, yeah, I'm going to take Billy, everyone. So, not necessarily someone we were after in the first place. But, there you go. It's someone different. Someone I've never had before. And, yeah, someone I wasn't kind of considering when I first started this. But, when needs must, obviously we're into settled territory. So, come train on my island, Billy. Also, the fact that you're a jock really is confusing, because I kind of associate you with being an old man. But, there we go. Dagnabbit, we've got our new villager. Okay, nice. So, we have had to settle, but we found someone orange. And that's all I care about. So, let's obviously go and greet him in his home and finish this video off. So welcome our newest orange villager, Billy, and this is not the home interior I was expecting. But you know, it's fine. He's just another addition to this colourful bunch that we have on this rainbow themed island. So guys, I'm going to end today's video here. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far into the video. If you enjoyed, please hit like and consider subscribing if you haven't done already. As for my next couple of videos, I'm going to be doing a villager hunt on Utopia, so hopefully I'll be kicking out Eloise and looking for one of the elusive sheep that haven't managed to find their way onto the island. As for this island, obviously we'll be trying to push towards 3 stars, so it might be a little bit of decorating, or it might be another villager hunt, just trying to boost up my points. If you would be interested in a quick fire through Happy Home Paradise on my Utopia Switch, then be sure to let me know in the comments. But anyway, enough rambling. I want to say a massive thank you. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and until the next time, have a good one. Cheers guys!